Hello, hello. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm sorry, y'all. I pressed the wrong button a while ago in the Zoom. My bad. My bad. I apologize. I apologize. I didn't know I didn't have sound. Thank you for letting me know. We got sound now? Y'all can hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. And there we go. Thanks, Dwayne. Appreciate it. Somebody said something. Hit the like button. I'm good. Appreciate it. Good looking out. See, I missed all of this. Dang it. I did not know that y'all could not hear me. I thought y'all had sound. My bad. uh hey, we all make mistakes. I'm human. Um, we were looking at yen shorts. Again, the dollar had gotten. I'll start from the top now then. Since I started from the bottom, I'll start from the top and work my way back down. All right. Hopefully they can hear me in the Zoom too now. Hopefully they can hear me in the Zoom. Can y'all hear me in the Zoom? Let me get a thumbs up if y'all can hear me in the Zoom as well. Or let me know if y'all can hear me in the Zoom. All right, cool. All right, so we were looking at some yen shorts. As the market said, the yen did hit some weekly supply and we got a daily bearish candle. So we are now looking at the yen, at least the US yen, for a little short tonight, maybe a little bounce down somewhere in here back this way. We're looking at the US yen and also the euro yen. I don't mean to skip any pairs, but the euro yen as well. I think Raphael had mentioned that shorting the euro yen. So we're looking at yen pairs. This does look sweet right here. This daily wick over wick in the euro. And we crushed this low to the left here. And I think we even broke this low too. We sure did. Okay, so we broke this low as well. So we're looking to short this euro yen somewhere in here. Hopefully it gets up into our range. Hopefully the US yen isn't all the way in yet. Hopefully it comes up a little further. And we'll get into that too as well. Okay, but we're looking at shorting the yen, US yen, and the euro yen. Now to the US Swiss. I don't know how many people trade Swiss pairs. I know quite a few people that don't like trading Swiss pairs. All right, but we do have still bearish. We've hit a demand zone twice. We just hit deeper into it. We got a bearish kind of, I don't want to call that a doji. It's something other. I forgot what that's called. Maybe we can short it somewhere up in the upper region. See how price comes up and then drops, up to here, drops. Maybe we can wait for price to come back up here and see if we can find us some supply here. Somewhere in this drop base drop maybe might be a good shot. Somewhere in here maybe the 750 area in the US Swiss. If you can let's see. I'm not in love with it. It's okay. But I do see why it would fall from here. See this rally, base rally? And it fought right here. Did just denounced it and broke the low of this rally, base rally. So that looks like it could basically it broke this weekly demand zone to the left. So if we were going to hold this demand, we would have held it right here and continued to go up. So since we didn't hold it, This now should be supply or selling pressure. The volume, y'all can't hear me now? I thought y'all heard me. Y'all said y'all got sound. Is it not loud enough or what? What's going on? Talk to me. I was messing with the microphone earlier today, and I'm just like, I don't know what I did. Can y'all not hear me at all or what? Can y'all not hear me? Well, supposedly I heard y'all got sound. I know the Zoom has sound, but I'm trying to make sure YouTube has sound too. Y'all can hear me on YouTube and with Zoom or just on Zoom. I know y'all hear me in Zoom, but I need to make sure YouTube world hears me too. You can hear fine. All right, so Mark, let me know if you can't hear or not hear what's going on. You know, I'm trying to make sure y'all hear me clearly here. The US yen looks like it's trying to make that move right now. Like Michael Jackson, make that change. Make that change. Sorry, y'all. I just went there. Michael Jackson. Drop base drop in a 1 hour. Just off the weekly supply we hit. And a bearish candle that the news is talking about. US retraces from weekly highs. So if this weekly high, we're just trying to catch some momentum off of that weekly high to the downside if we can. And that's why we're shorting the US yen right now off of that momentum at this drop base drop. US Swiss, I was hoping might toddle up in there. US CAD is right in this little range. And this is just off of a little bit of news and some relative strength. Okay, looking at the news and some relative strength, we have some dollar weakness. So that's why we were looking at that. New Zealand dollar, again, previous day's candle in the dollar, kind of bullish. Did get to this. We're just focusing really on yen pairs because of, you know, the Asia session, and I didn't get to look at everything. I'm going to try to be more consistent with that. It's summertime, so you get caught outside a lot. Maybe we might get a retracement back to this sell, no, sell, no, break the high. We might get back down here, maybe. Cross your fingers, people. Because if the dollar gets weak, okay, then this might tarry it to the upper off of this rally down here, maybe somewhere down in here. This did break the high. It does look like it wants to leave now, though. It looks like it's already scooping up out of here. But this is a good little area of fighting and then kind of left. Keep an eye on that if you might want to go long. Or if it breaks 500, look to go long off of 500 maybe. Okay? Cool. New Zealand CAD just missed us. I was looking at this right before the live. I really like this trade. Again, it is in a downtrend. But, you know, just seeing this candle right here. And I think I had some small time frame moving average to help me out too. But just missed it. I was looking more at this doji right here. Off of the previous day candle. So if I quad this previous day, first thing I notice is that we got two higher lows. So I know we're going to test this somewhere in here. Two higher lows. I know we're going to retest the higher low, and we got two highs here. So we're going to test this and go that way somewhere. I was just a little off. Plus, we had a little scoop under there too. And what sealed the deal was the 15-minute 200, which would have held me in a blanket and made sure that my trade was safe, at least to this point. New Zealand CAD is going up. US yen is dropping. US Swiss is dropping. US CAD is dropping. New Zealand dollar's going up. Just missed the New Zealand's, both of them. Well, I've been getting to suck at this. I did not look at the New Zealand yen or New Zealand Swiss. I do like this pound dollar if it comes back down in here. Back into this 4-hour candle previous day. And it doesn't have to come back down here. But if it does, I'd take a shot at it that way. Because remember, the dollar might get weak based off of, this wick over wick here. Some retest of right here, maybe. It is counter trend again, so be careful. This is a huge rally-based rally right here. Maybe I should be drawing it like that, right? Who knows? I don't know what I'm doing. 90-minute chart. There it goes. 90-minute rally-based rally. I hadn't looked at it in a 90-minute yet. But that's not too shabby coming off the downside that broke this previous high. And let's see. This candle actually broke that high too. This high broke that. So it might be some snapper left in there. Again, I'm not in love with it because it is kind of counter trend, but who knows? Now look at this. Folks, if y'all want to share something too, let me know. We are here to share and engage. It does say that. Yeah. I'm sorry for those that couldn't hear me when we started. I don't like this. It's just sideways looking. Pound CAD. This is definitely shorting. Pound might suck today. CAD is still strong. We're in some daily supply. Again, I don't force nothing I don't like. So I really don't like anything here. Maybe this is like gambling. This 500 right here. And it'll work maybe, but I wouldn't take it. I don't love it. But it could work. Off of this little 15-minute moving average and this little 500, this could really pop right off of this thing. But I just don't love it. It could pop this way in that 15-minute 200, sky that thing that way. Blue, blue, blue. Some of y'all have seen that before, but I don't love it. Pound New Zealand last night. This is last night's trade. Yeah. This is a long last night. I saw previous 4-hour candle. Previous 4-hour candle. Hold on. Was it 4 hour? Or was it? Did I drill down into it? It was just this zone right here off of this moving average. This little rally. But actually, this wasn't last night. This was earlier today. I'm sorry. This is a scalp from earlier today, actually. This is the first charts I looked at this evening. Obviously, I was doing a live, so I wasn't going to take this trade. My bad. This is from earlier this afternoon. Trip. Previous day's candle. 200 moving average touching it. Could have went into this candle and found a zone somewhere. What's up, folks? Hit the like button. Somewhere in this candle, you could have found this short today. Again, I'm not responsible for looking at 1,000 charts before you get here. Okay? Somewhere in here might have been a nice little short, maybe. Again, you got to love it or don't do it. I say that all the time. Beautiful downtrend. This pound Swiss has been kicking off. Beautiful downtrend. This might actually, because it hit right here, it might try it. And tomorrow's the beginning of a new month, I think. A new month is coming, so these new monthly candles about to hit. These new monthly candles about to start, so pay attention. Again, I don't love this either because it's in a downtrend. I would short this before I'd go long. It'd have to get up here maybe, though. Maybe if price came down here. Somewhere in here, maybe. Maybe 750. Let's see if there's something in it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But downtrend, this is short all the way. Patience. Yen pair shorts. Boy, if we was not looking at this before we started the live. What's the US yen doing? Yeah, keep dropping. This US Swiss can tarry back up in here if it wants. Uh-oh. Let me just not do that. This US CAD is toppling too from this base drop right here. The US got some bad news, I guess, if we go look at it. FX Street, the US yen slides. Aussie dollar grinds higher. Gold bears take on the bulls. US CAD bleeds out as dollar sinks from recent peaks. Okay. So just looking at what the news said and also looking at the chart as well. Previous day's candle. And it could pop back up in here somewhere. Maybe. It's a nice little wick over drop, base drop, wick over wick. And it's just looking like it just wants to have. It looks like it wants to leave. But it might come back in there. They might retrace. This New Zealand dollar might retrace back in here. Pound dollar, still like that, just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't love this, but the way this did this and then fought its way out of there, makes me like it just a smidgen. Y'all in the chat talking? Pound CAD, what was this? Short or long? Yeah, the CAD pairs are shorts, folks. Do not try to buy none of this. I don't know if this was a short from last night or for this candle or long. This morning, I don't know what this is. Anyway, that's a short. Pound New Zealand. Let's look at that. I don't know if y'all trade Pound New Zealand's or Asia's. I trade Asia session pairs, so I like to look at these currencies. Don't worry, we'll get to the pound yen soon, folks, and all of that. I don't like that little fight between this and that. I do believe it might go back up, though. I don't know if this is going to drop or let me see. It could fling back that way. Got a lot of 200 underneath it. This looked like it could fling back the other way, don't it? See, folks, you got to love a trade to take it. This would have been nice to sit and wait for at 750 if you saw it. But it has to fight and all of that. Whatever. Pound yen is taking a doodle. This was a great trade last night. I don't know if anybody saw it. We had some good yen trades last night. Previous candle last night, 14 hour. This red candle right here, I'm sorry. This wick over wick rally base drop last night. Smash it. Good trades on there. I don't know what this was. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's if you're feeling lunky. I just want the yen pairs to drop. That's all I want. Euro New Zealand is dropping. Good trade. I think that's the drop. Might have been the long. If anybody's looking at these, let me know. We had a good short on the pound. This is, to me, this is a, it's kind of tricky, but this is a long. As of right now, this looks very like you should be long this. If anybody trades the pound dollar, that comes back down in here, that should be a good trade. Yeah, most definitely this is going to go north, Tanoi. You got to love the trade. It might be one trade and you just like, oh, I like this. This one trade and that's it. Short from last night. We had some good Euro shorts last night. I don't know if anybody saw this. Actually, this is a reverse from the short last night. That's what this is. Previous 4-hour candle and then the wick over wick. That's what this is. This is the short we were talking about this morning when we got up. This was immaculate last night. The euro was weaker than the dollar. The dollar was strong before today, obviously. This is the move they talking about today that got the dollar a little weak. But if you looked at this candle, now always promote at the open of the Asia session, looking to your left in the downtrend and looking to your right in an uptrend. Okay, looking down. You know, when you see price trending up, looking down to your left. When you see it trending down, looking up and to your left. So I always promote looking into that next candle and then going to find that zone in that candle. And last night, this was creme de la creme. And you had all your moving averages above it to support it. We had a downtrend and we had a strong dollar until today. The euro yen, we still like that. US yen. Oh, you want to pop back up now? Still think it's going to short from somewhere up in here. Just don't know where in this candle. It could come up to 36, maybe 2. But we'll keep an eye on all yen pairs. Euro pound looks like a long, folks. It held this zone. The supply zone, so it should bounce off of this candle and continue that way. Euro Aussie. Previous 4-hour candle. I did like that too. Off the daily high. Previous day's candle. We got a wick over wick. Yesterday it hit the wick over wick, so today it should continue to fall off the high of this candle. Basically falling from 52 even. Not a bad trade either. Yeah, volume has been cool hat. Thank you. Volume has been sucky a little bit. We've had some good shorts, though. We've had some good shorts. I just don't know who trades Swiss pairs or who trades, CAD pairs, but we've had some good Swiss and CAD shorts. Pound CAD. We had some good Swiss shorts. Euro, Swiss, pound, Swiss drop. Still dropping. Euro Swiss, Euro CAD. So a lot of Swiss and CAD shorting going on. This is still a short. I just believe this this Euro Swiss is going to come up into this candle a little bit and maybe short somewhere in here. It probably should pop off of this 1,000 rally base rally right there. Maybe pop off of that. Let's see. Maybe that 15-minute to help it out and get it up into this little area. We'll see. Not bad though. 45-minute, 1 hour. 50. 50-minute rally base rally. At 1 even. Maybe. Might get up there somewhere. Feel free to interject, people. You know what it's been looking like? It's been looking like the doldrum is on the way. That's what it's looking like. This was our short from last night. The dollar had good shorts last night. Aussie dollar. Y'all know I love a weak currency with the previous 4-hour candle. The big one to the left. And go in there and find your zone. Not a bad trade last night. Could have took the higher zone or the lower zone. 69 even. It hit at 22.15. I don't know what time it is, but that was a good trade. Decent. Had an Aussie yen trade too. I shorted that. It went back against me. I caught this short last night and I thought it was going to go lower and it broke back up against me. I didn't risk any pips either. I risked this 94 zone right here, this wick over wick. The 15-minute was hanging on it. I shorted it off of this. No risk kind of. And I didn't manage it well. It did all of this foolishness. I should have just got out right there, but it was a nice little trade off the previous day at the time. This looks like it wants to pop up. Higher lows. No, we need the yens to drop. This was also a trade from last night and also I think almost today. This hit early though. But last night again, Aussie New Zealand, long and short. So this was the long from last night. Shout out to BJ for this long last night. It's a short last week. Last night it was a long. This is a long we drew in the office actually. Came down to this time frame, 500 in the middle. I think it was about 30 pips, 35 pips, pound dollar. 35 pips, maybe. Aussie Swiss, I know that for a fact that these were shorts. Still working. Folks, let me know if y'all want to look at something specific. Aussie CAD, Aussie Swiss. Basically, we're waiting for the yen pairs to drop, folks, or to give us a sign of dropping. And we are looking at the U.S. yen and the Euro yen. I'm waiting for this to drop. I'm trying not to focus on a million pairs at one time or too much at one time. So my focus today right now is on this U.S. yen and the Euro yen. Maybe a couple other pairs. Like this New Zealand CAD looks like it wants to take off sometime tonight. This looks like a bun in the oven. This looks pretty good. Not for the long haul, but you know. See that buying pressure right here? Just missed that. Dang. This is a good long right there. I like that long. Off of this daily candle that blew past this supply. 50% line. I like that. A little scoop action. A little scoop in the 15 minute. But again, it could try and do a little whittle back down. Pound dollar. I don't know if I love this or not. It does look good though. This little rally, base rally at 500, right? Oops. 40 minute, 35 minute, 30 minute, 20 minute. I don't know. It's too much moving average above it, I think. That this could save it though. Give it a shot. Come up out of here. Go back that way. Looking to short New Zealand. At where? 62,480. Just watch out for this. If you're trying to short it, New Zealand dollar, watch out for this right here. This is a 4-hour too. And this is buying pressure like 3 times pushing. So I like the short because it is still weak, but just be careful of this rally base rally with this moving average underneath it, trying to be his friend. Just be careful of that. But of course, I'm downhill all the way. But you see this bullish candle? To probably come back maybe into, let's look at this 4-hour. Maybe right in here or up into here, this 4-hour candle. Let's do one of these numbers. So if we quad this and make this our range from here and here, this comes back here. This is the 25% line of this area. Let me erase this one. You remember this, Esther? How we used to quad the whole thing? It's like quadding this whole thing. And price coming back. Or just say if this was the top and this was the bottom, right? And then you hit this and worked your way back to the top. Just like you can hit this and work your way back. It looks exactly the same almost, don't it? You can work your way back to the top here. So if this is hitting, working my way back to the top or back to the top. See how price will pop out of a bottom and then work its way back to the top. Work its way back to the top. So, you know, look at these. See that buying pressure like that? So it could drop, but just be mindful of this little buying pressure and it's not trying to work its way back to the top. Like this. Because if you quad this, again, from top to bottom, it's the 25% line. Hold on. This the 25%. This was it. See? So price could hit the 25% line of this whole area. Just looking at it, you know, being careful of what this could do and shoot back up that way. You know, if you want, you can draw a trend line break as well. This is where the last bit of selling took place. See, when price break that trend line like that, it'll come back and lean on it and go up. off the trend line. Price will fall on the trend line and lean back up. So draw a trend line. And if this trend line is important, it will hold. Doesn't hit nothing. There's a stronger trend line still important though, the big one. But this is like a small trend line break to go that way. Hope I'm not doing too much explaining. When I first started trading Forex, I would have crazy. It was like 10, 15, 1. Allowed to unrealistic goal. It seems like a lifetime ago. Yeah, it happens. I was talking to somebody the other day about getting spoiled like that. You know, you have your days and then you think every day is supposed to be the same, or you're gonna have these award-winning. You know, it's like a baseball player hitting a grand slam every game, or going 4 for 4 every game, or you know, scoring in a basketball game, scoring 40 points every game. You're not gonna have those nights. Some nights you're not gonna score nothing. Some nights the coach might sit you down, like you suck tonight. Sit down and put a rookie on. Maybe when you get your act together, you can get back in the game. And you sitting there and the rookie's playing in your position. I bet you figure it out then. You're like, I can't believe it. You know, so I learned a lot that way too. This US yen don't want to drop. But it's cool. We looking at yen pairs to see if they drop. That's the focus. I think, BJ, where you say you had an entry on this euro yen, or Raphael, one of y'all said y'all had an entry up here, 500 area. I like this euro pound going that way. I think somebody said they had a euro yen short. I think it was maybe Raphael who's talking about that. All right. This still holding. Maybe if we get down here, look for the Aussie New Zealand to maybe pop down in here and go do a little dance. If you like the Aussie New Zealand, it's in an uptrend, so it's a safe trade, I would say. 2 higher highs, bong, bong, come back to the bottom. Not a bad trade, I would say. Yes. Not a bad trade, I would say, if you can catch that one. If it comes back down. Drop base rally, put a little alert on it. Put a little alert. What? I don't even have time right now. Like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? I like this low zone. If we can get it to come back. If y'all like that too, that's not bad. I think we're done with these zones. Again, if you did like the Swiss pairs this week, this was where the money was on the Swiss pairs. This does look like it's at the bottom. So I'm looking for the Swiss to get a little weak probably tonight. Aussie CAD. Still, we had a short on that too. A lot of this stuff is just previous day's candle when you're in a downtrend. That's really what it is. If you just start off in a downtrend looking at the previous day's candle, you know, and that's how you get into these trades. It's not like they just happen, you know, right away. You got to be patient. Patience is the key. This US CAD is doing the most. Like, you couldn't come back up here. Man, oh man. US CAD is leaving the terminal. US Swiss, it's not yet. US yen, still kind of bullish. A little bit playing around. Let's see what it looks like in the zone. I don't know what that's going to do, but hopefully it drops from somewhere in here. Maybe we'll get some help from these moving averages in this selling pressure to drop further down. US CAD is said, I'm out. I'll holla at you. So previous day, and then it's just, where do you like getting in? I just thought it might break the high of this candle, but I always get fooled. It will leave from the high of a 4-hour candle. Price will also pop back up in here while you sleep as well, for those that may know that as well. Price will pop back up in here while you sleep. So don't trip. See these friends right in here? Price might just pop back in here while you sleep. So don't trip. Euro yen shorts are still in effect, people. This is way too much breaking going on. This is going short somewhere in here. It's just where we get it to come back in this direction. It's going to be a tough one. It's a lot of selling pressure here too. I was trying to see if we can get it to about right here, if we can get in there. Euro New Zealand wasn't bad. Also, US yen long at 135.6. Is it one? Did you say 135.6? 35.6. Yeah, it could go back that way and then come back up. It could, based on what I'm seeing here, this just whole little area is a playground right now, because it hasn't broken this 1 hour 200 period yet. I just was in love with this zone right here, because this is, see this drop base and high, and it came here, held, tried to hold the low, which was this zone, and then broke that too, and then broke the low. So we can get some push to this downside is what I want right now. Some this push that way, if we can get it. Now, even though I'm looking at this trade and personally want this trade to work, I'm still going to keep my eye on the 136, like you said, down here. I'm going to keep my eye on that. And I probably don't want this many pips. I probably would just take, like last night I was being greedy. I got like 40 pips. It's like, sometimes, as we was just saying, we get spoiled because you get 100 pips, 50, like no less than 50, and then you get like 40 and 35, and you think you're too good for that. And sometimes as traders, when we get on our win streak and we get on our good trades and we build our skill, all of a sudden certain trades ain't good enough for us. Certain trades are like, what? 20 pips, 30 pips, it's nothing. And then the summer doldrum hits and you looking for 20 pips, 25 pips. You look under the rugs, you looking under sofa cushions. You looking in the dishwasher. Anybody seen any pips? When that summer doldrum hit, then you're going to want them little 30 pips, or you're going to know that that's all the market's going to give you, and you're able to, deal with it and master it. Quitting while you're ahead is not the same as quitting. Let's look at the euro yen. Summer doldrum hits and you like, dang, I wish sure it'd be nice to have 30 pips. Sure it'd be nice. Because you don't get those good trades all the time. You're going to turn around now. I thought you was, show some love right here on the line. I don't love it, but it's possible that this could, You see the supply zone right here? It's in supply, but it also took this little structure here and said, forget you. Maybe this wick over wick right here. Somewhere like right in here. Y'all see this little area? And it's like fought to get past it. Higher highs. Take me to higher highs. This little rally base. I don't know why I like this. This little rally base rally. I think it'll break this, but what do I know, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. But this sure looks like sell, 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 sell. I got something sell for you. Bang. Trust me, watch when I look at it tomorrow. Tomorrow. This is price defeating this supply zone, and then breaking the high, and then trend line, smash attach. Looks like it wants to leave red now. Something about this little structure right here. And then this momentum going this way. Sell, sell, sell. All right, I had enough. Oof. So the zone is really right here. This really ain't gonna stop me because I done broke through the real deal. I done broke through it. I just don't think price will come all the way back down here. But again, what do I know? I don't think it'll come all the way back down here. But again, what do I know? I do like to the upside though. I do like the way it looks going that way. Go that way. Euro Swiss. I do think the Swiss is going to get a little weak. Anybody else got any trade? Raphael, you got any trades? BJ? I know Esther said she got a New Zealand and a U.S. yen. Again, the U.S. cash probably going to buckle around a little bit. Again, we don't scout much here. We usually take trades that last a while. I'm just in love with this tonight. Like some trades, some nights, I'm just looking at one thing. I don't care what nothing else is doing, and that is the U.S. yen specifically. I really don't care what no other trade is doing right now. I do, but I don't. All I care about is this falling to the epitomes of the earth. Off of breaking, finally this. And it's not a lot of pips at risk. It's 15 pips, not much crazy. Might even make it 20 just to have that high. But looking for it to break some lows. I'm looking for this 15 and 30 to push it down. I want this 30 to help melt that thing that way. And say, forget you. And break all of these moving averages and get these moving averages on my side. That's what I want. It could come up into this wick over wick too, because that broke this. So somewhere up in here is going to be some things going on. Let's see. U.S. Swiss again, 750-ish. I got this on a short. Most definite lie. We broke this and this area right here. And broke this down here, 2 higher highs. This does have 2 higher highs though, but maybe it might come to the actual daily high wick, but this is still a short. I would short it. Maybe it'll come to this rally base drop. and then fall. That's a trade you love with no wick at the back. U.S. got some weakness to it. You see the fight right here. You see the fight between mom and dad, aunt, uncle, whoever. And you see who won. You see who won the fight. So you want to make sure, you're somewhere where the fight happened. This is when I get to all being a perfectionist and mess up a trade. Should have left it alone. Right in this pocket. If it can get in here somewhere. It's probably going to touch right in here somewhere. All right. U.S. CAD, New Zealand dollar. Did somebody say they had a New Zealand dollar long or short? Hit the like button, folks. Hit the like button. New Zealand dollar short at 480. Did you get in it? Did you get in it? Almost. Just watch out for that. It didn't get to 480. Just nicked it. Just watch out for all of this foolery right here. It's been trying to hold it, as you can see. This is where price was supposed to continue going down. And this candle opened with no wick at the back and said, lies you say. Maybe 250 area. Probably can drop down to 250 somewhere. I'd wait to 250 right in there. Sweet spot. U.S. is going back up, so, oh boy. I don't know why it don't want to work, but it might hit, like we said, we might hit up here too. What's this New Zealand CAD? Downtrend. I don't love this, but again, it could hit. It could hit. Euro pound is doing exactly what I thought. Probably gonna fight a little while, but I don't know. I think it's gonna break this 15-minute moving average and keep going that way sometime tonight. That's just my professional opinion. EuroCAD is falling. When news hits, I do like to observe like a detective. Is that bad news? And exactly it. Right. You're exactly right. Did you get in the New Zealand short, Esther? Did it? I know you said you had an entry at and you're in the Aussie dollar long. 68,700. Aussie dollar long. 68.7. So you got down and down here. Not bad at the bottom. Still a downtrend though, so just be careful. Previous 4-hour candle, 13 o'clock. Then the 17 o'clock candle started to drop. It just looked really good. Plus this moving average was hanging over it. So the yen pairs are going, oh. So there's no more love in the euro dollar. That was it. So it's probably going to come down into this further. I wanted it to come a little higher. Hater. It is in the previous 4-hour candle though. So it was at where we should have shorted. Actually, it's in the short right now. We are tripping. That was the short like the Aussie dollar was. Was the Aussie dollar. This is what happens when you get to the charts late, people. I didn't even see this. We were sitting right in the previous 4-hour candle. What in the world? You're sitting right in it. At least half of it, yeah. Wow. Sitting right in it, too. See something. Yeah. This was it. Yeah, we're sitting right in that 4-hour candle. Not bad. So it might got higher, but not bad. Yen pairs are going back up. Euro dollar's dropping. Pound yen seems to drop, though, a little bit. Pound Swiss is dropping, so the pound is getting weak. Not yet. I have a limit order in. Yeah, it seemed like it just barely missed your seemed like it just barely missed your entry. Let's see some. Yeah, that's downtrend. It don't even make sense. If it ain't already doing that, it don't even make sense. Like the euro pound is doing. It looks like it wants to go up more than anything. Even still with a moving average above it. It still looks like a better candidate to go long than the other euro pairs do. Let's see. Pound CAD and pound dollar. Downtrend city. Maybe if it gets down in here, it'll pop up. See downtrend. Let me see something. Previous day's candle. Somewhere down in there, maybe. I'm just looking, keeping my eye on this zone. I thought that the 15-minute might help out, but we'll see. It's not over yet. It just touched 500, so we'll see. That means the dollar has to weaken up. And the dollar is strengthening up. And you said you were long the U.S. yen, right? Where'd you get long the U.S. yen at? No one's opening the door. I'm waiting. Waiting for what? Hold on. Nobody's opening the door. What door? Hey, what waiting room? There's no waiting room. Not that I know of. Is that the door you meant? All right, so you said you're long. That's the door. Okay, my bad. Esther, I'm sorry. Let me know. You said you were long the U.S. yen already?
Yeah. I've been at it this afternoon at 135.600.
Okay. Off the bottom. All right. I get it. I see it. This 45 is helping it out too. We don't have this over it. So that might be what, I need to wait for till it's over this 45, because it's 45 and this 30 are trying to help it out. Trying to think. But that's a good trade though. That's almost like you got in at 600, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. That's still a good trade because now you at 9, so that's 30 plus at least. So that's still a good trade.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I want to see if it
And you
keeps
know,
going up or we hit that point.
I was thinking of a short, but then I did see this little daily nudge right here. I did see that. But I was like, well, you know, maybe it'll come back off this candle back this way. And well, maybe it's not ready to come down yet. Maybe it's like, no. But we still got a little room this week. And this is 10. How many pips is this? 15 pips. If it blows this 36, I would say to wait for it to turn. If it blows this 36, wait for it to turn. Because I think BJ and I were looking at an entry up here at 36. I think you said your entry's at 36, BJ? 136 even? Or you was looking at an entry at 136 even? Maybe 250? Maybe 250 might hit. Just somewhere in here, I think it's just going to turn around somewhere in here because we broke this to the left. So just somewhere in here, I think is the sweet spot where it's just going to turn around. Again, I'm not the all-knowing, okay? But I just think it's going to turn in here. Plus, the euro yen short is a little further up too. So if the yen pairs go up just a little more, we can get in them. Because if the euro yen, I think gets up in here, that's a short. Raphael, where did you say you wanted to short the euro yen? Or did you type it in 250? 250. 250 is better. All right. 250 might be better to short this up here. Up in this zone. That might be better for the short. You might make it up here, Esther, in your long, because I sure was thinking that price right here might, it buckled a little bit, but I was, looking at the news. But then again, relative strength, the dollar is still strong in the daily. It did hit this daily little area here. Watch by tomorrow, this thing gonna be done went this way. By tomorrow morning, it might be back that way. So the U.S. Swiss is probably going up to it. That's not going up. Okay. Because we got a little zone here in the U.S. Swiss too that I think looks maybe even better than the U.S. yen at this point. U.S. CAD, I'm sorry. U.S. Swiss is still in. We got the U.S. CAD. Still looking at the New Zealand CAD. I still like those. This is just really a fight. I would just set an alert on those. Again, anything that's not, I don't like the fact that this is hanging over it still. So I try to stay safe and not as counter trend. Like this might work, but I still don't like it as much because of that. I like taking longs that have what I need working in my favor. Like a lot of this is so choppy. Chop. Pound yen is on the move too, up as well. A lot of chop. Euro dollar, that was pretty clean. See how some charts don't look as choppy? See how chopped that is? And this doesn't look as chopped. This look more smooth. I don't like choppy charts. I like smooth charts. Smooth. Euro yen. Euro New Zealand was all right. All right. Yo, pound, what are you doing? I guess this is going to try and hold it. I still think this is going to break. It's just playing. Let me see. What does 4-hour candle look like? Well, it could. He's just really going to hold it right here. I think this is just temporary, but I could be wrong. I was thinking this may be temporary. Let's see. Momentum for the weekly is up though. So I think it's going to blow this. I got 136, 146 to 130. You talking about the Euro yen or the US yen? Are you talking about the US yen? $136, 146, which would be right here. Yeah, it would be in this little area that broke. See you up in here. It's iffy. We'll see. Like I said, we'll keep an eye on, see what the yen pairs do. I do like both zones. It's still in this zone. And I do like that. So we'll see. The 5-minute thing got underneath it now. So it broke the 5, 15 still above, and the 30 is now underneath. So what time is it? It's almost 9 o'clock. So let's see. It'll probably hit this, the 9 o'clock candle, and then maybe the 9 o'clock candle will do the turning. Because it's 8:48 now Eastern Standard Time. So the 9 o'clock candle may hit and then drop. So again, we'll keep an eye on these yen pairs. US CAD doesn't look like it needs any help. Did you say you were in the New Zealand dollar or you were waiting for it to hit your zone? See how this is trying to curve? Watch the New Zealand dollar. New Zealand yen. Pound dollar is coming out of the zone. A little bit anyway. Pound CAD, pound New Zealand. This pound New Zealand is a short. Yes, this is going to be a short at 9 o'clock probably off of this candle down that way. It could still long though too, because we got some help here. Who knows? Try not to confuse myself too much, but people like different pairs, so I try to involve everybody. Euro Swiss. Swiss yen. So the yen might not be getting strong right away. Oops, my bad. I thought that the dollar yen would try to get crazy. I do like this on the Aussie New Zealand too. I don't like this anymore. Trash that. See, what I do is draw stuff and then I erase stuff I don't like till I almost have. Oh, Bitcoin just bounced. What the heck Bitcoin just do? Oh, Bitcoin, you son of a gun. Bitcoin just jumped up like a couple little. That's not bad. High highs. Ain't nobody see this? I guess I didn't see it either. Too much charge. This is why I don't do lives every day, because I need some focus time for myself. This is why. Why does CAD Swiss look like it wants to go up? So it looks like the Swiss is going to try to get weak tonight. Let's go look at performance. The yen is the weakest, and the Swiss looks like it's a little weak too. Looks like the Swiss might get a little weak. Maybe. Anybody want to look at anything else? If you want to look at something else, let me know. Journeyman Company, I ain't see you in there. What's good? I ain't see you in there. I'm sorry. Appreciate you checking in. Here I am thinking the U.S. This is right in the 4 hour. So I just still think it's going to go up, but dang. This candle is crazy, crazy, crazy. Pound yen went long off the previous 4 hour low. Oops, sorry. No zone there. You see what I'm saying, y'all? It's like crazy. I try not to just previous 4 hour lows and highs, but they be working. What am I to do? Pound CAD, pound dollar. Yeah, like that. Maybe to come out of there just a little bit. Anybody want to look at a specific chart? Let me know.
Can we look at Zoom stock?
Zoom stock. Sure we can. You and that New Zealand never came back to get you, huh?
No, not yet.
US CAD is playing and US yen is playing. It's doing what they supposed to do, I guess. Let's look at Zoom. I don't know if I have it in here already, but I don't think so.
You sure? Can we look at it last?
We did, right? I just don't know where it's at now. Oh boy. Is this? This is Zoom ability. Is this the right Zoom? Hold on. Check. What's Zoom's ticker symbol? Zoom video.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't think that was it. I was like, that don't look like it. Zoom. This has been downtrending too. This has been falling for a while. I gotta get my TradeStation account back open. Get some of these stock actions going on.
Check on your watch. You had it on your watch.
I'm looking at Zoom right now.
Okay.
You see it?
Not Zoom ability.
This is Zoom video.
Okay. YouTube is a little behind on the other one.
Oh, okay. There's a little delay.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll hold right here. Maybe. I don't love it for a hold though. Too much moving average against it. That Bitcoin jump came about an hour ago. I missed that. Ethereum did the same thing. Yeah, we got to look at the charts. I don't know if people trade it on a daily basis or are they trading it in a buy and hold scenario, because you could be trading it in crypto.com and you can only buy it. But if you're trading it like in a broker that lets you day trade it, you can take advantage of those moves. And it's always good to be able to take advantage of those moves. Always. This might hold, but I would wait for it to turn though, Esther. If this held, I wouldn't buy it just right here. I would wait for it to hold. This isn't because the next day, the new daily candle could pop up off of here, off of this. Because this is a good demand zone. And price came from here and shot up like that. So this could next week be a whole nother. This is a weekly 2 higher highs. So next week it could pop up a little bit back into this candle and it may drop again, but you know what I'm saying? This candle right here. I just watch it because of tomorrow on Friday. Is it tomorrow? Is it gonna be like minutes or something or news on it?
No, it shouldn't. Nothing more.
No? Because if it's not any right, if it had earnings tomorrow, I don't know if the earnings would be good or not. Because that might be the reason why this flies up out of here. At this little same zone right here. The trend is still down. So, you know, what I'm trying to do, which, you know, we learned that we could buy stuff and then wait for it to, you know, do all of this. And I try to go long on stuff that's already doing that. Well, you already know that, though. You know, so I'm trying to catch something that's already in the momentum than trying to wait for this to prove itself. Because while that's doing all of that, you could be in another trade. You know?
Yeah. With all the recession news, like 2009, 2008, 7, 8, 9, it just dropped, you know, and then all of a sudden it picks up. That's what I'm looking for.
It's hard to predict that.
Yeah, but recession is going to come though because prices aren't going down.
Nope, it's the trick. It's going to come when you least expect it. Ethereum.
Right, you just gotta get prepared.
Yeah, I mean, preparation's good, but you know, it's like, where is the spot? Nobody knows. Like, people thought Bitcoin was going to turn around for a long time. What's up, Pops? My Pops in the building. Yeah, so it's just like being prepared. I had a long on SHIB. I still think SHIB is going to go out of here. It's starting to turn. The demand zone was a little bit low, but let me see. Shit. I think SHIB is going to, I don't know, this is tough. Because this is holding it. I just think SHIB is going to fly up in a little while. It's got some stuff to break, though. It's got some rules to break. So I think once it breaks a couple of these rules, I think Shiba might come down and offer this, retest this monthly low, and pop back up this way. I don't know. Keeping an eye on it though. I think some of the cryptos are going to pop up. I'm not saying that they buy and hold and stay in them till you're 100 years old. I just think it's going to be some correction to the upside. Yes. Ripple still playing right here. This is a zone. I think a lot of these cryptos are just at good zones to go north. It's just, when are they going to do it? This might pop back down in here and then go back up. So we'll see. Just, we got to keep an eye on this stuff. That's all. And it's just hard because I'll be looking at a lot of these charts. You know, it's hard to keep up with everything, you know, in all these charts. Dolo, you know, so we getting some help though. It's a lot of charts to keep up with, you know, because a lot of people just trade one thing or two things. And I come on here and I try to go through different things for, you know, different people. Some people like crypto, some people like oil, some people like US 30 and NAS, and, you know, some people trade Forex, which is my thing too. So I try to keep everybody happy. I like how this Aussie dollar is falling a little bit. CAD, yen. Also trying to step up, the high time frame trades to get a lot of those good high time frame trades we be missing if we can. I don't know if the yen wants to get weak right now. I mean, strong yet. I think the yen might say bump that. The Swiss yen doesn't look bad to fall. That looks like a fall. This is a 4-hour wick over wick that we love so much. Maybe. I like the Swiss yen short too, as well. Like being that we broke this and coming in here down. I kind of like that a little bit. You just got to come in here and look. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't come in here and look, you'll never see it. It's like right in this little area right here. This little wick over wick. 500. That's pretty. I like that. It's at 250 right now, the 250 area, but I like this base drop right here because of the friends. You just got to come in here and look and find stuff. For people that like to trade yen pairs, because some people just like yen pairs because they trade the Asia session. And then also trying to limit what I look at too as well, myself. Trying to limit, not look at so much. So I'm learning how to limit what I look at for myself too. You get used to teaching, and you look at so much stuff and you just get used to looking at so much stuff. But really, if I shrink down some of the stuff I look at, nothing against the students, but if I shrink some of the stuff I look at down, I think I'll be better for myself. Not being selfish or stingy or nothing, but sometimes you got to look out for you. Yeah, this does look pretty good too. This Euro New Zealand long. But I thought it was going to do that anyway. So it fell and then popped back up. Not a bad little 20 piece. Euro yen. Oh, you punk. Didn't even go off. It could still pop back in here though too as well. So maybe it'll turn around. I know, Raphael, you were looking at this too, Ralphie. Euro dollars working too. Crush through. This is what you want to see. This just crush through this support structure right here. To give you a shot. And then when you got a weak currency, against a strong currency, it helps push it down. Pound yen. I think these yen pairs might try. I don't know. They acting funky. I believe they're going to fall. Look at this pound New Zealand. So I guess I was right on this little long down here, huh? A little 750. At least it's not doing bad. It's not doing bad. Pound CAD, what's that doing? It's dropping. Pound Aussie, pound dollar. Again, you gotta love the trade, folks. I learned that the hard way too. It popped off of here just a little bit. Yeah, you gotta love the trade and stay with the trend. As much as I would love for this, it might even come bounce back. See what it is? We be trying to catch the bottom so we can get the full move. But it's always best to just go that way. You can never go wrong going this way. Going with the trend. Never. Even if this does work, it's just better for your sanity. A lot of people don't know that, and I'm gonna start doing classes on that. Even though sometimes as traders we take counter trend trades, and they sometimes work, or most of the time work, you could be good at it. It's just better for your sanity to take, trades with the trend. It's just better for, as much as you see this, you want to take this. Because sometimes we do it to ourselves when we could just trade a lot safer than we trade sometimes. And I'm learning that too. When I'm here on YouTube, I'm going through a growth process too. I'm not the all amazing, all knowing Pip God. I learn every day too. Like, I better learn this US yen, better drop out of this zone if you know what's good for it. You better drop out of that zone. Hit the like button, folks. Comment, subscribe. It's always better to go with the trend. No matter how good it looks to go long, you can never figure out where this bottom is going to be. So I like to wait until I got some of this in my favor before I go long. Even if it looks good, I'm learning that myself. It's an everyday experience with me and learning. Everyday experience. Patience is everything. This Aussie dollar was a nice little, not bad. And Esther, where's your New Zealand dollar? Nothing? Didn't come back to get you?
No, not yet.
This US CAD looks really good. And this is a whole number 2. Uptrend, 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 and then bang. If we drew the trend line, y'all know how when the trend line breaks, then the zone that bumps into the trend line pushes it back down. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Okay. It broke the trend line, so we need this to push off the trend line back that way. If you draw that anywhere, you'll see it, and price will hit the trend line and come back that way. Once it breaks the trend line, it'll hit it and bounce back. As soon as it breaks it, trend line. Once it broke the trend line, it's going to nudge it. So that might drop, base drop, trend line, and we broke the trend line, so now we're going to nudge back that way. Just little things I do to help myself out. If this trend line down, the trend line down, you're going to see that price jumped off of the trend line and went up. So reverse this to the short side. So you got a trend line, trend line, trend line, trend line. Once we break the trend line, they lean on the trend line. So once they break the trend line, they lean on the trend line. Break the trend line, then lean on it. Long or short. This trend line down, and then once it broke it in a small time frame, it leaned on it the other way. So watch out for this US CAD. I think it might be a decent trade. Again, I don't know everything. Anybody have any comments? Anything to say? Anything to add? If you're in any trades, come on, US yen. Bet your bottom dollar. And again, it's still playing here. So I just liked it because of this and then that. And then we broke. This might be a trend line break too. Trend line. Actually, you can see this. If you draw this trend line right here, right? Once it broke it, it leans on it back that way. Either one you draw. You could even draw that one in a small time frame and it leaned on that. So once price breaks a trend line, it leans on it a lot of the time. Just an extra tool So if this was your trend line, once this trend line was broken, it's going to use the trend line as a push, down or up. Draw it and see for yourself. Draw it and see. I still don't trust this US yen. It might still act kind of, you know. Hopefully this little star is a sign. Lord, give me a sign. New Zealand, Swiss, pound, Aussie. I knew it. Pound New Zealand just looked better. I took it off. Pound Swiss. A lot of the T. Euro yen, you suck. If you fall and don't come back, you suck, Euro yen. That was really my focus tonight, was these yen pairs breaking this. I really wasn't trying to look at too much. I just want to see the yen pairs, especially this Euro yen. I want to see this just topple over. I want to see the US yen do that. They just look like topple over-ish. I want it. It could come again. It's the 9 o'clock candle. I did say the 9 o'clock candle would turn, huh? But the 9 o'clock candle, maybe the 1 o'clock candle, I don't know, may come this way and then it may drop. It's a rally-based rally here. Did you say you were in this long, Esther? Esther, where you at? I know you said you got in long.
Yeah.
You still long?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still in it.
All right. Just watch it.
Yeah.
Because you know, this little fight right here is what I was looking at. This little back and forth situation. But again, it did break this right here, so it could, you know, turn around right here and go back north. But we'll see. Keep an eye on the yen pairs, folks. Euro New Zealand. So did the Euro pound go? Still playing. I just see uptrend in that. Euro Aussie pump fade. Okay. Swiss yen. Boy, that looks delicious. This is probably one of the best looking yen shorts. Right here, done crossed this, done broke through this demand zone and said, I'm out of here. It just looks really good. Maybe if it pops back up into that 5. But this broke this, and now it's looking headed that way. It's a moving average. It's still underneath it. But I think we could break these. It just broke the heck out of this. This wick over wick here. And then we got that pushing down. It could still pop up, but I like that to pop back into here and then fall. Maybe the US yen might do the same thing. It might come back up in here and then fall. Like pop up in here. Aussie, Swiss, Shiba, Ethereums. I still think these are shorts. It's going to take a while for these crypto. Cryptos are sneaky, so they'll be in one position and then you'll turn around and they'll be somewhere else. Crypto are real sneaky. They move real, and because they move on a weekend, while you sitting at Applebee's, a Cheesecake Factory, it done move 20,000. Because it's sneaky like that. It moves on Sunday while you in service. Oops. Crypto is real sneaky. This is a good short on gold we had, and a couple good ones. Crypto real sneaky. You'll come out of church, that joint will be at 28. You'll be like, how the hell did it do that? Because that's how sneaky Bitcoin is. Bitcoin might try and bounce off 20. Slow wick over wick here. It'll do something like this and you won't even know it. Like, oh, where was I? Yep. US 30. Let's look at that. I know some of y'all trade this US 30. We just hit a demand zone here. I still believe this is a short. We did hit though. It's a high time frame short and maybe a small time frame long. For y'all that trade the US 30s, this ain't bad if you trade the US 30. Maybe if you, because most people that trade this scalp. So if you scalp the US 30, this long might not be bad for you US 30ers. This little long right now happening with a scoop in a 5 minute. The US 30 might not be bad to take. Dun, 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 dun. Basically 4 hour low that we didn't break. But be careful for this up in here. So maybe a long, maybe from here, somewhere in here, back up that way for a little bit. I draw it again for y'all one time. Again, this doesn't work every time, but this is where that trend line was broken. That way. But it's still in a downtrend, so if you scalp, take it light. We got 3 higher lows. So basically we going long off the second low. Like we got lower highs in a downtrend. So we retesting highs and then this high and then this high. We also retest lows and this low, this low. It's not a bad US 30 trade if y'all want to look at that. Just a retest of one of these lows. Pink. Plus we also broke this drop, base drop with this candle. It's like sideways right now. They fighting over north to south. Aussie CAD tanking. Good downtrend. Yeah. So we should have been in. Let's see some. Man. And then gone. They don't even wait for you, do they? Wasn't bad, little short. This was last night though. I just be liking when stuff is clean. Clean. Euro New Zealand and Euro Pound. Push it to the limit. Euro New Zealand. Euro dollar. Swiss pound. Zealand. It's real choppy. This pound dollar is like taking forever. I still believe it's gonna come out of here a little bit. It's just still choppy. Chop, chop. I believe the New Zealand's are gonna drop still. It's always best to go with the trend. I get caught up with this sometimes, even on the pound dollar. Because see, sometimes it'll do what you want it to. Following the rules is one of the hardest things, people. Following the rules. U.S. Swiss, U.S. yen. Anybody got any questions before I get up out of here? Hit the like button, share button, comment. Tell a friend. So let's look back at Zoom again. Yeah, I need to see something. Because you need to know if this is going to hit here and go back this way or if it's just going to continue to fall. So I need to see it break this low or fight to hold this low. And then get some help going this way like this. Ethereums. Let me find out crypto trying to act up. Bitcoin hit the zone. Said, I'm out. This would have been a nice buy if you could trade it like on a day trading platform. See how this candle broke the supply zone? Let's see what that might do. Something in here. Something strange. Gotta take my time. Slow down. I gotta slow down a little bit. Anybody got any questions before we get out of here? Rafa, any of the Pip Getterz got any questions? Hit the like button, folks. Anybody in the Pip Getterz section got any questions before we get out of here? Remember, we all looking at yen. I know we all looking at yen pairs. I'm expecting this euro pound to be up there somewhere. Because that looks like the most from the selling, and then the momentum looks promising. We got some blue moving averages underneath. We got a drop base rally right here. This is a special area that they held, so I do like this to eventually break this moving average. Eventually. It's just looking tough to break these. Wait till it pops above this and then go long. Don't be like me, impatient. Me and my dad. I get it from my dad. That's what my mom said. Patience. I was just looking for these yen pair shorts though. So, and the U.S. short period based off the news. I am looking for this U.S. Swiss to drop tonight, and I'm looking for this U.S. CAD to and trickle back that way too. Sell, 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 and then we broke above and then tried to hold it and bang. No, we broke the low. So I'm looking forward to this too. Keep your eyes open, people. The best trades are nothing at all. The best trades are nothing at all. Let's see what this Swiss yen looks like. I believe this Swiss yen is going to be the creme of shorts. I believe the Swiss going to get weak and the yen's going to get strong. And this Swiss yen, I believe, is going to come in here and blue. Suspect off of this previous day's candle, off of this bearish candle with no nudge. See, the US yen even had a nudge. This didn't even have a nudge, but this has no nudge underneath it. So somewhere in here, I like this. This drop, base drop. It's kind of turning right now. Keep your eyes open on that, folks, and let me know how you fare out. Patience is everything, not greed. Once we get this to that good point, we'll be, taking better swing trades. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to get into swing trades more often. All right. Cool beans, folks. All right, cool. If y'all need any help, let me know, folks. I'll see y'all in a minute. As always, from Pip Getterz. Trade smart. Trade the chart. Okay? And it's from Pip Getterz, as always. Love somebody other than yourself. All right? If y'all want to send trades, email them to pipgetters@gmail. If you want to send a trade or a chart markup, if you want to send that, I'll take a look at it for you. I'll take a gander. Okay? Just let me know. All right, folks? Good night, folks. No problem. Appreciate y'all. God bless.